Better Futures Minnesota is an ambitious social enterprise. We were founded in 2007, and we have two missions. The social aspect is that we provide employment to men coming out of incarceration. We provide them with workforce training, skills that they can take on to future employment. Second mission is environmental. We have a variety of different business lines, the majority of them being geared towards promoting environmental sustainability and environmental stewardship. We operate several different business lines in order to give our men exposure to several different types of work. So we do property maintenance services, we do appliance recycling, we have a reuse warehouse in Minneapolis that's open to the public that sells reclaimed and gently used materials. And lastly, we have deconstruction. So deconstruction is the driver behind our organization, both in terms of the positive environmental benefits as well as the amount of men that business line employs. Deconstruction is the methodical dismantling of a building, salvaging reusable building materials so that they can be reused by someone and kept out of our waste stream. Where deconstruction is becoming more mainstream, more well-known, and more accepted as an alternative to traditional demolition.
From an organizational purpose standpoint, really does some great things on a couple different elements. Then the benefit to the property owner is whatever is salvaged is a donation that then can become a tax credit. So from a cost standpoint, yes, you do pay something for the takedown of the house, but any additional costs, and maybe even more so, are offset by the resulting credits. So it's a really interesting kind of product and service that they brought to the market.
We performed a separate project for Tom Buslee back in, I believe, 2020. And the Petersons actually heard about us from Tom, who kind of keyed them in on our services.
I had a home that I had purchased 7 years ago or so. I was looking at building a new home. First I looked at remodeling, and it just wasn't going to work. So I was looking at a teardown. So I got online, I called Goodwill, I called Cars for Kids, I called other donation places, and they all said, sure, yeah, just take it apart and bring it to us. We'll take the appliances, we'll take this and that. And I was like, well, I'm just trying to build a house, so that's not going to work. And luckily, instead of donating, I got into the word recycling, and recycling a home brought me through a couple of clicks, Better Futures. And it turns out one of their specialties is deconstructing a home brick by brick, appliance by appliance, window by window, literally stacking it up on pallets in a neat, orderly fashion, and then bringing it to contractors for bid and accumulating a value of donation. And so I did that myself. And I was like, okay, we're recycling, we're receiving a financial gain, we're giving these people this wonderful opportunity. It just seemed like a good, win-win-win for all parties. I met Colin and Lisa Peterson through McDonald Construction. We peeled back the layers, kind of looked at different ways to do things. Ultimately, they landed on a teardown. I was like, geez, that home, it's a shame to knock it over. There's a lot of value there. And if you have the time to go ahead and carefully deconstruct it, I think it's going to do wonders. And they were new to the idea, and I introduced them to Alex at Better Futures. And sure enough, they decided to go forward with it. And I think they'll probably tell you it was a great success.
He made us aware of this program with Better Futures, where they would, rather than just tearing down the house and sending the materials to a landfill, would actually deconstruct the house piece by piece. And it just seemed like such an interesting idea, and we had never heard of that before.
The workers were fabulous. They did a great job, and they were very efficient. Whenever you tear down and build, there's a little bit of a sense of guilt about that. There was a lot of sentimental value in the home for the families that lived there before, and so rather than just tearing it down, knowing that it would be reused in some way, provided some personal benefit and assurance to us as well.
This project on Hidden Lane was our first time working with McDonald Construction. Once we completed that work, they've come to us to evaluate a couple additional properties, which is great. So, once we develop a good relationship with a builder and they see our work and they see the benefits, typically they're coming back to us with additional projects.
I deal with a lot of builders and new construction and clients that want to remodel their home. People have 2.5% mortgages and they don't want to necessarily leave the house, and they want to do some remodels, and before they start ripping stuff apart, the first thing I think is Better Futures and McDonald Construction, because it's such a good fit.